What is going on, guys? DBG here, and in this video we heard some new NBA 2K21 news. All I'm gonna say is we didn't see much of it. We didn't hear much of it, see much of it. There is some very cool news from 2K TV itself. So if you have been watching 2K TV, there is definitely new stuff that has been added. There's definitely new things that 2K have been talking about, and huge shout out to even 2K for at least giving some sort of information, and the information they've given seems to be great. It seems to be really great for 2K21 next gen. And do I have any hope that 2K21 on PS4 is going to be a good game? No. I have we know it's not. We know in general it's not going to be a good game. If you plan on getting if you plan on if 2K is your main game and you're getting the new console as soon as it comes out, and you just want something to keep it ticking over, and that's really what it is. I think 2K21 current gen, it's just gonna be something to keep ticking over. However, I do think that while gameplay wise I don't see there being many changes, I do see there being a few changes in terms of just MyTEAM in general, the overall game mode. Like the menus will be different. I think there will be a few different things, and there is a few things we have found out. One really good thing about the gameplay side is that 2K seem to be going in a direction which I'm really glad they're going in this direction. I know that some people won't be glad about this, but I'm really glad that they're going in a direction to make the game more fun rather than realistic. I think a lot of the problems in this game are because they tried to make the game realistic. I really do. I think a lot of the exploits, I get it, people saying, it's because it's unrealistic with 99 and everything. That's not the problem in the game. The problem is that you can deep hash with guys with bronzes. Like, if we go back to day one, knowing what we know now about exploiting the game, if we go back to day one where no cards had clamps, you better believe you can deep hash with bronzes when everyone's using sapphires. You could deep hash them with bronzes without quick first step. It is actually crazy, just some of the exploits in this game. Some of the ridiculous things in the game. The AI is so bad, you can just glitch your AI. You can glitch people's feet. The amount of cards in the game at the start that had the Pro 2 dribble glitch behind the back that we didn't even know about. And a lot of them are because they're trying to put in too many animations to be realistic. And honestly, it just makes the game not fun at all. Because it's not in a competitive setting, not even competitive gameplay, just in a fun setting, there should always be a counter to every move. And the way they did it was 2K, for a video game, there should be a move and then a counter to a move. Whereas what 2K did was they put in a bunch of animations because they're like, oh, this animation looks good, this animation looks good. And then when people realize how to play the game, they pull off these weird animations, and then 2K realize there is actually no counter to them. So it's just kind of a bad video game. So I am very optimistic about next gen. I really am. Do I think you guys should pre-order a game? I don't believe anyone should ever pre-order a game, because I'm telling you, unless you're in Australia, someone's gonna have the game before you buy it. You are not losing out. The pre-order reward, you're a Kobe card. It's probably not going to be very good. I don't think you're losing out on much. And one good thing is that when they say fun, I really hope that means quick draw is gone. I really hope that means quick draw is gone, because that would be huge. They need to get rid of that badge. Because literally, quick draw means that someone for example, I think someone tested it with Tobias Harris, and Tobias Harris's jump shot on bronze quick draw is slower than the slowest jump shot in 2K19. Say on no quick draw, it's slower than the slowest quick jump shot in 2K19. It is ridiculous how different they looked and just how much slower they made the releases. But yeah, so obviously the game's going to be different. But now we're going to specifically talk about the MyTEAM. Because there is a few things WNBA fans will be excited. I'm guessing there'll be a WNBA My Career, WNBA My Players. I think if it's anything like NBA Live, you'll be seeing 7 foot tall female My Players, which is what basically NBA Live did for 19. I think it'll be a fun gimmick. It'll sell a few copies, but I don't think it'll be much. I think it will just be a gimmick, to be completely honest. And again, another reason why I think the game's not going to change on current gen is because they're splitting the game between two different studios. The main studio in Nevada is working on next gen, whereas they have a different studio working on current gen. Maybe that other studio are being you know what, we're going to try it out. We're going to try out some new stuff for this one for current gen, but I doubt it's going to be much changed. Now, on to MyTEAM. So lads, card evolution will return. Yes, card evo will return. And it says you'll have more control on how you evo cards. And I have a feeling I know what this is. So, for example, if you guys just remember certain cards that, say if you get a 3-point boost, as well as a defense booster card. And it's like make 100 3-pointers to upgrade and get 100 steals and you upgrade all of it. I think it's going to be a case of, for example, if you want to upgrade the shooting of an Evo card, you only have to complete the shooting challenge part. So you can Evo bit by bit by bit. That is my prediction. And I think that makes Evoing cards way better. Like, for example, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a card that had specific things with Evo. I don't know. If there's a card that just has unbelievable defense, or Bill Walton. I know he was 10 triple doubles. But let's just say there's a card that has unbelievable defense. And you need like 50 steals with him to evo him up, which takes ages, or 50 blocks or something. But the only thing this card needs is a jump shot. So, for example, if you could manage to find a way to, say, make 100 3-pointers and only upgrade the jump shot part, and even if you don't get the steals, you can still upgrade the part you want to be upgraded, and gives you more control of the evos. I really think that that's going to be the case. I think that is what is going to happen with Evo cards. I think that would be something. That's something I would be really excited about. I'm not gonna lie, it is something I would be really excited about next year if you can do that, because I think Evo cards are one of the best things 2K brought in. I get it, a lot of people aren't the biggest fans, because there's very few like absolutely Evo cards, but there is at the end of the day, there also is like you can't forget that Evoing cards has made so many worthless day one opals more borderline usable. Like, you can't give an endgame card on day one. That breaks the game. Like, if you give a 40 Hall of Fame badge, especially next year, if you give a 40 Hall of Fame badge card for getting winning 1,000 games, it ruins the game. However, if you keep giving that said card evos, like very easy evos throughout the year, you can upgrade it with the times, so people aren't losing out on the rewards. So I think evos have been a great addition. Next is MyTEAM Unlimited is returning with new ways to compete. I don't, as long as it's not 12-0, because that, like, the zero margin for error has ruined the game. And I'm telling you, like, it's because you need to win 12 straight. Like, a lot of people are saying, oh, X, Y, and Z is the reason why people are so sweaty online, and it's the 12-0 reward. People smell blood. If there's the slightest bit of hesitancy in another player, someone's gonna full court press you. Because you know what? It's hard to win 12 games in a row. It is. I didn't do it last month. I lost 4 times at 10, but I didn't actively go for it. Last month was the first time I hadn't gone 12-0 at all. I've gone 12-0 about 30 times this year. But to be fair, I didn't play that much of this game in July. But it's one of those things where when you're playing someone, they're more than likely going to sweat the game, because they don't want to lose. No one wants to lose a game in this. No one wants to just give someone a win. And also, it's just a weird one with 12-0, because most people you come up against are just trying to get as many wins as possible, because people just want, it's not an enjoyable experience going 12-0. People want to go 12-0 as soon as possible to get the card and then just chill. Then they'll chill. They might sweat a little bit, but they're not going to sweat like they did before they went 12-0. That is for sure. And it's also a case of trying to win as many games as quickly as possible. So you're going to see more people being ultra competitive, pressing all these settings. No one plays a game casually anymore, and Unlimited has been a big reason for that. There needs to be some sort of casual game mode, because you better believe it. I would much rather, obviously playing Unlimited, you have to sweat. As much as I am someone that abuses the game mechanics, if you guys looked at me at previous years, not even previous years, once I go 12-0 for any of the series, even the No Money Spent series and stuff, you guys know that once I go 12-0, the ultra cheese kind of stops, and I'm just to an extent exploiting the game, because everyone does. But it is it's one of those things where that game mode, I feel, especially the no safety net and the winner takes it all, and if it was even 10-2 or 11-1 for the reward, or win 30 games in a month, that's not an easy thing to do. Win 30 games in a month. That involves playing win 30 games without losing 10 something like that. Just make it so that it's not like win every single game, because in an attitude of you need to win, and not only win, you need to win 12 straight, which is not easy to do. Otherwise, what you've done is worthless. That's just going to kind of bring forward the like hyper competitive, we can't lose, exploiting the game a lot more than other things will. A lot more than other things will, because there is a reason for people to exploit the game. There's a reason these people need to win. And then last up is you will be competing for championship rings. Lads, championship rings. I don't know what the hell that is. I really don't. I hope it's some form of like weekend league type thing. Actually, you know what? I hope it's not weekend league. For my own sanity. The weekends are one time where I'm like, you know what? No content. Yeah, I upload videos most weekends. I'll probably get 4 to 5 today. But you know what? I'm relaxing. I'm chilling. I slept in today. I'm making this video. I got a tier list video coming out. I got another couple of gameplay videos coming out. But I'm chill. There's no, like, I can work around that. I don't have to work to content. And if a weekend league becomes a thing, oh, this game's going to take over my life. But at the same time, like, for people that want to play, like, to be fair, weekend league ruined, it ruined Ultimate Team. Where it's like 30 games. If weekend league is any more than 20 games, it's going to ruin it. Or if they want to make it 20 games, make it like short games. And then use weekend league to qualify for 250k. That would be okay. But I'm interested to see what championship rings are. I'm guessing that might be another online mode. I don't know what Unlimited will be then. But if there is another online mode where you can get like championship rings. Or maybe it's a huge emphasis on tournaments. Or if once a week or something, there's like an EU bracket, an EU championship, and then they use like certain tournaments where people are playing against each other. Maybe if, for example, in 1 week you ranked or you won like 30 unlimited games or something, and that put you in the like top, I don't know, like 50 player or 64 players in your region, and then suddenly you got put in for a tournament to win that championship ring every weekend. Something like that would be incredible, but again, that's just wishful thinking. So, yeah, that is pretty much it. So we've heard the card evo will return, you'll have more control. I'm pretty confident that what I said about that is right. MyTEAM Unlimited will be returning with new ways to compete. I can't even guess what those new ways will be. And competing for championship rings, it is definitely wishful thinking. My quote-unquote regional tournament at the end, or every weekend, to win like a regional championship ring and use that for like the 250k type tournament. That's wishful thinking. I don't think it's going to happen, but if you're lucky, you never know. So I am definitely optimistic. I'm a little bit more optimistic about this game than I probably should be. I don't think it's going to be this like absolute unbelievable experience like, for example, 2K16 or 15 was, but I don't think either of those are particularly great games either. I just think that it's a lot of nostalgia as much as anything, and it was kind of in an era before the game became competitive and people really figured out how to exploit the game. So I really think that had we had those games in today's climate, people would have found out what's wrong with them and completely broke those games as well. So we'd be looking at them a little bit like 20. Do I think 20 is a worse game? Yes. Do I think it's that much worse? Not really. To be honest, all I'm hoping is that I have as enjoyable experience with 2K21 as I have with 19. Yeah, there was frustrating times in 19. There was always frustrating times. There's frustrating times in every 2K game. People have called this game broken since the dawn of time. However, it was a little bit of fun. No game is as frustrating as 20, and at the end of the day, even if there is frustrating times, and even if the game is not like or even if the game has flaws, as long as I'm having fun and not like 20 where I get angry every time I turn it on, I'll be happy, no matter what next year. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
I think you only love me cause I'm poppin'. This a layup, this a rebound, then it's robbing. Tyson with the fade, not the hair, my hands rocking. When I link with ball point, you know it's not.